everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. Namaste to you all. Today's topic is about becoming the alchemist, and today I'm gonna show you guys some tricks that you can actually begin to make the best out of the worst and really get you alchemize your experiences, your emotional patterns and your thought patterns. Now, before starting, if you're new to the YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, because that is appreciated. So in my journey, I have been faced with a lot of negative experiences, a lot of negative feelings and huge dark moments. But what I've seen is the fact that in those moments, I got to have the opportunity to realize who I really am at a deeper level. So the alchemist knows that there is beauty in the darkness, okay? There is beauty in the crisis. There is beauty in the dark night, okay? So the first step, if you really want to become an alchemist, is you gotta see the beauty in the dark, okay? You gotta see the beauty in the dark. You gotta see the beauty in the fear, in the low vibration, okay? Because, you know, you cannot know what the positive is without experiencing the negative. So it's all about the duality, you know, because everything is dual in the universe. Everything has its opposite pole, you know, positive and negative, masculine and feminine, light and dark. And you know, you need both in order to know what the balance is. You need both in order to transcend. So yeah, the first step is see the beauty in your darkest moments, because that is where the magic is happening. That is where you will actually become the butterfly, you know. That is where you will become an alchemist, a magician. Okay, so it's about really getting to balance the duality between the positive and the negative, and that is how to make the best out of the worst, you know. Now, you don't have to be perfect. This is what I'm realizing in my own journey. Even this video is not perfect, but I'm still doing it. I'm still trying to actually make the best out of it. So you don't have to be perfect, because you know you are already perfect in your imperfections. You don't have to only chase the destination, because you know you can also do the things without being perfect. You can also express yourself without being perfect. It's not about what you accomplish, it's more likely about who you become in the process. So it's all about learning to master the inner world, because you know what is happening on the inside will also attract the outside as well. So it's all about your inner world. It's all about how you choose to express yourself. It's all about your state of consciousness. Now, the alchemist knows that the secret is within. Okay, the alchemist knows that the secret is within. Go within or you go without. This is actually one of the most powerful sayings ever, because what I've seen in my own journey was the fact that the moment that I try to actually throw my energy on the outside and waste my energy seeking and constantly desiring unnecessary things, I actually lost my power. I actually lost my energy. But when I made the step from the outer into the inner, I realized that the secret was within myself. So it meant that I didn't have to be attached to the external world. You know, I didn't have to be attached to the external outcome. What I had to do was more likely learn to master my inner world, so I can begin to play the inside out game. Okay, the inside out game. It's all about expressing yourself from the inside out, not the outside in. Because when you are becoming the victim of your circumstances and when you are becoming the victim of your external world, you cannot be in alignment with who you really are. Now, another tip would be vibrational alignment. The alchemist knows that he has to be connected to his intuition. Vibrational alignment happens when we are being connected to our intuition, to our feelings. It's all about the self-expression. So my question to you guys is, how do you choose to express yourself? You know, how do you choose to express yourself? How do you choose to actually operate in this world? Realize that it's all about what you give from the inside out. Because, you know, there's the principle of cause and effect. What you offer out there will come back into your own state of consciousness. So the alchemist knows that it's all about learning to transform negative energy into positive energy. Okay, how do we do this? Well, we start with accepting our experiences. We start with embracing everything about ourselves. Then we begin to actually transform this energy from the negative into positive, from the dark into the light. Okay, so it's all about learning to get to express yourself at a different level, getting to accept what is happening in your life. Because you know, when you accept a negative circumstance, you also give it the power to change. Okay, so when you accept a negative circumstance, you give it the power to transform into something different. So it's all about going into the inner journey. It's all about the inner journey, guys. It's all about going deeper within your own state of consciousness and getting to make the best out of the worst. Now, the alchemist actually sees the past as a lesson. Okay, he doesn't judge his past, he doesn't judge his past behavior, he doesn't judge his past experiences. He actually sees these things as lessons. Okay, he embraces the past because, you know, in the present moment you also have the power to influence the past, because past, present and future are happening simultaneously. It's all happening in the ever eternal now. So my suggestion is put your consciousness into the now. If you really want to become an alchemist, operate from the present moment, because the magic is happening in the now. Okay, the magic is happening in the now. So my suggestion is get to forgive more, get to accept more, get to transform your energy, because your energy attracts your reality. Okay, so I've seen that the moment that I began to find little ways to step into my emotional field and find little ways to step into vibrational alignment, was the more that I became an alchemist. So it's all about also learning to accept your darkness, your fear and your imperfections. You know, it's about learning to transform the inner world. It's about alchemy. So in ancient times they knew that they could transform rough metal into gold. Now this is seen metaphorically in today's times as transforming negative energy into love. Okay, love is the highest vibrational energy in the universe, and the more that you operate from love is the more that you become an alchemist. So my suggestion is open your heart and accept every single circumstance into your life. Also get to learn to transform your thought patterns, your mindset, and step into your heart space and begin to express yourself, because it's all about your state of consciousness. I constantly repeat this in my videos. It's all about your state of consciousness. What is your state of consciousness? Because that is what will attract your outer manifestations. So it's about really getting to take responsibility. Okay, an alchemist takes the responsibility for his emotional field, for his mental plane, for his actions. Okay, so the alchemist knows that it's about responsibility, guys. It's about responsibility. Take responsibility for your state of consciousness, and you will realize that no one can use your flaws against you, because now you have actually accepted them, you have integrated them, and you have transformed them into who you really are. And again, you don't have to be perfect, because you are already perfect in your imperfections. Okay, so it's not about perfection, it's not about chasing. It's more likely about attuning your consciousness into a state where you can begin to be your best version and get to attract. Okay, so it's not about chasing, it's more likely about attuning your frequency to a higher level so you can begin to attract. Okay, so yeah, realize that if you have seen this video, it is not random, and you may be on your journey to become an alchemist. And you know, there are levels to our consciousness, guys, and one level is actually the level of the alchemist. And remember, the alchemist also deals with negative feelings. Okay, the alchemist deals with his shadow, with his imperfections, and he begins to accept it, he begins to transform it, and he begins to integrate it. So it's all about your inner world, guys. It's all about your inner world, because perception creates reality. If something negative is happening to you and you perceive it in a positive way, you have already transformed the circumstance. So it's all about your mindset. It's all about how you perceive stuff, because how you perceive it, you receive it. Okay, perception creates reality, the principle of mentalism. Everything is mental. Your thoughts create your reality. So in my own journey, I have been faced with negative experiences, but what I'm realizing right now is the fact that if I got to perceive those negative experiences in a different way, then I got to actually transform it into something beautiful. So it's all about your inner world, your inner state of consciousness. Go within or you go without. Okay, so this was today's message about becoming the alchemist. The alchemist knows that life is not happening to him, but more likely for him. So every single experience that you're experiencing is happening from a high vibrational spiritual purpose. All that you gotta do is learn to be in alignment and accept it, and you will see it as a big lesson, as something that will actually improve your consciousness, as something that will actually improve your state of beingness, and as something that you can use in order to make the best out of the worst. Okay, so this was today's video about becoming the alchemist. Realize that it's all happening for you, and you gotta begin to learn to transform your energy, because when you transform your emotional field, you can begin to actually be in a higher vibrational state of consciousness. Okay guys, so thanks so much for watching, and if you are new to the YouTube channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level, feel free to contact me at my Facebook address in the description below. And if you wish to be part of my spiritual podcast called Constantly Awakening, feel free to send me a message as well. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and this was today's message about becoming the alchemist. It's all happening with a higher purpose. Trust your own timing, because that is divine timing. Trust the divine timing, and you will see your manifestations happen, and you will see alchemy happen through you and as you. I love you so much. Much peace, and see you on what is coming up next. Bye bye.